Boy, this fool got more comics than a motherfucker.
Ready?
Hello, and welcome to MCMF, the podcast where I try to get you, dear reader, into the wonderful world of comic books by making my friends read comic books. My name is Marcus, Mr. Summers, if you are nasty. I am joined on this episode by returning guest, the man I will tag, I guess, for everything Spider-Man related, Manny.
Right. Look, it's not lost on me that the first time I was on here, talked about Spider-Man Back in Black. And now I'm here to talk about another color-related Spider-Man story.
Yeah, because we're here to talk about Spider-Man Blue.
Listen,
Oh, man.
the energy that I brought to Back in Black is going to be the opposite of that, because there are three things in this world that are guaranteed to make me borderline cry. Number one is "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal from the Batman Forever soundtrack.
Also, a song you can't hear without singing.
I can't hear without singing. Number two is the entirety of James Cameron's Titanic. Number three is Spider-Man Blue. So, if at any point you hear Marcus talking and I'm not, my microphone is muted because I am weeping.
So I have an interesting, I guess, history with this story, because a few years ago, God, like 8 years ago now, I decided I wanted to just see, like, how good of a Peter Parker I could do, like, voice-wise. And so I recorded myself reading this, and
I think I remember you posting some of these.
yeah, I think I did, like, books 1 through 4. I don't think I got up to 5 and 6. But
Yeah.
I remember our friend Sarah, who, full disclosure, was the person I originally asked to do this episode with me. I sent it to her, and she was like, "You motherfucker, you're gonna make me cry," because Sarah, especially that she's so Gwen Stacy, in that Gwen Stacy
Honestly,
is mad tsundere. And just an awful bitch, and I love her.
like when I haven't read Blue in a while. I read it again when you mentioned. Full disclosure, when Marcus mentioned, "Hey Manny, do you want to do Spider-Man Blue?" My first reaction was, "Bruh, what? Are you crazy?" But of course, yes. Any opportunity to talk about Spider-Man, I will take it. And I forgot, because when you think of Gwen Stacy, I think a lot of people have the idea of her just being like really sweet and just very like she's like
Gwen's
in this
super
book
mean.
specifically, she is kind of a bitch, and she is just like I love the way everyone looks in this book. Gwen, like, when they were making the Amazing Spider-Man movies, I bet they went to Spider-Man Blue Gwen, because she dresses a lot like Emma Stone dresses a lot like Gwen does in
Yeah,
this book.
there's a lot of flaws in those Amazing Spider-Man movies, but the costuming, spot on.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone looks fantastic. But yeah, Gwen is mean. And it's
Like,
so funny that this is a story about, Peter
reminiscing.
being in love with her. It's just about her just like looking at him like this fucking nerd, like every other page.
Yeah. You know who she looks like in these, and it dawned on me one day because I was like looking at, it's in book 1 that I caught it. Gwen looks like Anya Taylor-Joy.
She does. She age 19 When we first see a full shot of her, she looks just like Anya Taylor-Joy,
It's
down
super
to
weird.
like the shape of the jaw. It's crazy.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, Spider-Man Blue by Jeph Loeb and Tim Sale, which is also the creative team that did Batman: A Long Halloween, and I want to say they did Dark Victory was the other Batman one they did.
Dark Victory?
I think. I know they did The Long Halloween. I can't remember if they did Dark Victory or not. This is... So they did these Marvel Knights stories. And it was Spider-Man Blue, Daredevil Yellow, and Captain America Red or something like that. They did these. This is the Spider-Man one, and it is essentially Peter Parker reminiscing about Gwen Stacy. So it is told through the lens of Peter talking to Gwen, who is long dead. This is years and years after Gwen died. He is telling her the story of how they fell in love. Because just to get right into it, this is Peter talking into a tape recorder, and he says, I write this all down, but there's a reason I'm a photographer and not, and he's just like, I've come to believe that things have to get really, really bad before they can get good. Not even really good, although I wouldn't mind some of that. I guess when you look at the way my life turned out so far, it's about the only way you can look at it. Good follows bad. It's Valentine's Day, and I don't feel much like being anybody's Valentine. Note, Peter is married here. Peter and Mary Jane at this point have been married for years.
Yeah, and like, it's very sweet, but you gotta... Gwen must have had some all time.
Gwen had to be putting it on him.
Gwen had some USDA grade A because she has been dead for a minute and he is fiending. He can go home to Mary Jane Watson right now.
Yes.
He's like, nah, I'm gonna go to where my college girlfriend got dropped off of a bridge by the Green Goblin.
Yeah, so every year on Valentine's Day, Peter goes to the spot on the bridge where the goblin threw her off. And he leaves a single flower there. And, he doesn't tell anybody, doesn't make a big deal of it. He says, it's about remembering someone who was so important to me, I was going to spend the rest of my life with her. I didn't know that meant she would only get to spend the rest of her life with me.
Ooh, that hurts.
I think about that line a lot. Like, I've got a
real
lot of...
pain.
Yeah, real pain.
I've
got some issues with Jeph Loeb, like, as a person, but as a writer...
He has the goods.
Yeah. Because he's like... When you lose someone you love, everyone tells you to pick up and move on. Don't dwell on the past. It's what you would want. And that makes me smile like I would ever want to forget you. The way your hair would fall across your face. The way you sipped your soda. And it's just like... Not everyone knows the, like... the trauma of having your girlfriend be murdered. But everyone knows what it's like to lose someone in some capacity. And it's the little things that stick with you. And I think go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say that remember in Back in Black we mentioned that Back in Black works so well because how well we know who Peter Parker is.
Yes.
So him doing the things that he did in Back in Black hits harder because of who Peter Parker is, and I think it's great that I'm on to talk about Blue because this is like why Peter Parker acting the way he does in Back in Black is so like gripping and exciting to watch him like process, his aunt getting shot, the potential of him losing someone else because he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, like this is kind of pure Peter Parker, this whole story.
Oh, yeah.
The next page is of the Green Goblin, and this is like
This is my. I love how he looks. This is
Yes,
like
I was
my
gonna say,
favorite.
sales style is like built for the Green Goblin because he looks
Like
fucking insane.
he doesn't look like.
He doesn't look like a person.
Yeah, if I didn't know anything about Spider-Man, you told me that this was just a white dude with waves, I wouldn't believe you. I would think this was an actual goblin from another dimension,
Yes.
not just dude in a get-up.
Yeah, because like the way the jaw he looks here, the teeth, everything about the way the Goblin's mask looks here, it just looks like his face.
Yeah, yeah, he looks incredible. Just this shot without text. Like I should probably look into buying it honestly because I love how Goblin looks here.
Yeah, and he says, take a long look, Parker. Take a long look, Parker, because this is the last face you are ever going to see. And Peter is sitting there unmasked because at this point, the Goblin has realized who Peter is. Peter knows who he is. And he's like, Peter says, before something good could happen, something really bad had to happen. And when I say bad, I mean supervillain, knows your secret identity, and has you held hostage, intends to kill you and then everyone in your family. Bad.
Which is a Monday for Peter.
Yeah, which is a Monday from Peter. Goblin talks at him, and Peter just proceeds to lean back in the chair and kick him full force in the chest with both feet.
Just fucks his chin up. Just 2 feet just to the jaw. Like
while he's mid-sentence,
also,
he definitely bit his tongue.
Also, very great just like sound effect work.
Yeah.
It's like the sound is just walk. Like 2 W's, O, and K. Just I don't know why that's so like a lot of the way they annotate the sounds of like people getting hit with things is great in this book. But yeah, Peter just all London mule kicks him straight to the jaw.
And then falls back out of the chair to break free and just snaps the ropes because he's fucking Spider-Man. People don't realize how strong Spider-Man is.
Yeah, Spider-Man is, if he wanted to take you out, one punch.
Yeah, but he does it to Kraven in Ultimate Comics. He meets Kraven and just hits him one time and knocks him out.
Like, I always go back to like every time people on Twitter are talking about Spider-Man's strength, you just gotta post that panel of Otto in Peter's body punching a criminal and going like, I almost killed this guy.
Holy shit! How are you this strong?
Peter could have killed me a dozen times, and he just didn't.
Remember in Ultimate when he picks up that truck and beats Norman with it?
Yeah, he beats Ultimate Goblin to death with a semi truck.
Just
shot.
Yeah, after being shot by
he's bleeding out.
He gets shot by the fucking Punisher, and he's like, check this shit out.
Yeah, I'm Peter Parker, welcome to Jackass. I'm about to murder this motherfucker on my front lawn with a semi-truck. And he does it.
Remember how Aunt May shot Electro just with a revolver?
Ultimate Spider-Man is just...
It's
Ultimate
fully...
Peter is next level.
Like,
he gets out, snaps the web, and battle ensues.
Yeah, some fights, and then they fight, and Norman says, in fact, I was more than a little disappointed to learn your secret identity. My nemesis turns out to be a schoolboy. A disappointment just like my son. A pathetic, sniveling loser who will never make anything out of himself.
Goblin's just Vince McMahon. This is just Vince talking about Shane.
Yeah. My son Shane, a pathetic, sniveling loser. He says, hey, now why do you have to bring Harry into this? I don't even like him that much.
The goblin's like, leave my son out of this. Like, motherfucker, you brought him up.
Yeah, which what Peter says to him when he throws a pumpkin bomb, and Peter catches it and says, "You brought him up," and just slingshots it back. The room is on fire. Norman
Great
is
Looney Tune shot of Goblin getting blown up.
Yes.
He looks hilarious. He looks like Freakazoid.
He looks like the Grinch.
He does. Fucking sale, man.
So Peter's like, at first I thought he was dead, and I'm ashamed to say, Gwen, in that moment I was relieved. It could have ended right there. All my worries gone, and maybe you would still be. And then he pulls the goblin's mask off because he's going, I can't breathe. And then he's like, Norman wakes up and he's like, what are these clothes? I have to get home. Harry will be worried. And he's just like, his concern for Harry is what makes Peter decide to not just fucking leave him there to die. And he gets him out of the goblin costume and helps him out of the building and tells the firefighters, the Green Goblin is dead. That guy, Norman Osborn, helped me stop the Green Goblin. Just lies about it on his behalf because he really believes the Goblin persona is dead.
And then he proceeds to money for pictures at the Daily Bugle.
Yeah.
Next page, which is so funny to me.
The funniest part about this is that, like, the Marvel sliding timescale means that this stuff with Gwen would have happened in, now, it would have happened in, 2011.
Yeah, like,
because, Peter is, early 30s now.
Yeah, it's like, I remember when you and Jake were talking about Punisher Max, about how the sliding scale of, the timeline is, you always kind of tell where they're at by which war Punisher fought in.
Yes. So if it's Vietnam, it's anywhere between the 70s and the early 2000s. If it's Desert Storm, it's anywhere between the mid 2000s to now. And if it's Iraq, then it's current.
But right now, 2010, 2011 is about when Peter would have lost Gwen.
Well, actually, no.
So,
Peter's, let's say if Peter's 30. Well, yeah. 2010, 2011, he would have been a freshman in college in 2010.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So Peter tries to sell the pictures to Norman Osborn, or not Norman Osborn, J. Jonah Jameson. He's like, and we're supposed to take that maniac wall crawler's word that a man died and he didn't have anything to do with it. Peter's like, well, if you don't want the pictures, he's like, who said anything about not wanting the photographs, Parker? Whoa.
It's like, hold on, brother. You gotta
slow it down.
You can see all that.
And he's like, well, you get paid like any other freelancer. You get 2 weeks after you voucher for that given Friday. And he's like, I got shit I need to buy. Can you just pay me now?
He's like, yo, I need to get my money, brother. I need to hurry it up.
Because he says, there's something I need to buy. And I don't think it's clear here. We find out later it's the motorcycle.
But they don't make it clear.
Yeah. And so Peter leaves and swings over to the hospital to go check on Norman Osborn. Why does Harry look so fucking old? Is my note here.
Yeah, Harry looks like he's 50 years old.
Harry looks like... This is a used car salesman.
Harry has a mortgage in this photo. This is not a college student.
Yeah, this is not a college freshman. Peter and Harry and Gwen are supposed to be 18, 19 here. Yeah, why does Harry look so old? Harry looks like a suspect in L.A. Noire.
Press X to doubt. But yeah, the way they draw Harry in this book is just odd to me. Everyone else looks really good. Harry always looks kind of what are you trying to say? Who doesn't like Harry Osborn? Because he looks kind of funky in a lot of these books.
He looks like a down on his luck jazz singer.
Yeah, like, oh my god. Arthur Fleck. Like, he's gonna become the Joker in 2 weeks. That's how down bad he looks.
He looks like
his entire run.
He looks like a backup keyboard player for the fucking Doobie Brothers.
Like,
Without love, where would you be now, face ass?
Oh god. He is who they wrote What a Fool Believes. Like, he's the impetus of that song. Oh my god. Fucking, yeah, they did Harry dirty.
He looks like shit. He looks terrible.
He looks like, oh man, he just got out of an AA meeting.
He looks like Norman.
Yeah, oh man. Yeah, like
he looks like he just lost custody of his kids.
Yeah, the Osborn genes are fucking him up. Like, the only good thing he got was those waves.
You get waves, but you're gonna look 40 until you're 40.
Exactly.
But Peter checks on Harry and he's like, look, your dad needs you to take care of him. You'll work it out. I can tell you that growing up without a dad, anything you've got to do is worth it. I should probably leave you guys alone. Give your dad some time to rest. And, they talk, and he's like, look, I know we don't hang around much, but, it means a lot. You came in. He's like, yeah, no sweat. And then fucking Gwen Stacy and Flash Thompson and some other dickhead come in. And the way Gwen looks at Peter here.
If she was alone in that hallway, she would have broke him off right then and there. She would have picked him.
She's gonna turn this poor boy out.
She would have picked him up by the neck and threw her on his shoulder, and he would have just had to take it, because she is giving him some prime. Like, I want you.
She said we could do this. We could either do this the easy way, or we could do it the hard way.
Exactly.
Because I likes you, and I wants you.
I want you. And at this stage in Peter's life, he would not know what to do with it.
Oh, there's some book 2 and 3 have some peak Peter not knowing what to do with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Peter goes home. Well, actually, the narration here, he says, and that's how it started. I turned back, and just for a moment, I saw you looking right at me. I turned into a puddle. Me too, guy.
So did she. So did she. Look, that is not the face of a dry woman. Like, she wants it. She right there. Now, hospital, my man. She's like, look, let's just pick a room, pick a bed. Peter Parker. You are the next contestant on The Price is Right. Like,
she's about to put him on the Summer Jam screen.
I have never. If a woman looked at me like this, I would disintegrate. I would turn into ash. Like, I would cease to exist. Like, there's no way. The only thing that saved him was the fact that he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, this Spider's
like, if he was just a regular Peter Parker, this book would be over. Like,
she would have broke him.
Yeah, he would have been in shambles.
And I should add, because we've talked about this recently, you know who else Gwen looks like here?
Who's that?
Emma Frost.
Okay, thank you, because I thought I was tripping. Like, this is just Emma Frost. Like, I said that when I was reading it the other day.
You said a few weeks ago that what is Emma Frost but an older, meaner Gwen Stacy?
Exactly. Like, for context, because Will and I are championing that Peter Parker is actually a mutant.
Yeah.
He belongs on Krakoa. And they can just put him with Emma Frost because, yes, she is just... What if Gwen was alive and mean and turned into diamonds?
Yeah, and similarly, what if Scott Summers didn't have the gene baggage?
Exactly. So that started it, and then to reread this and see this panel and go, oh yeah, this is just Emma Frost.
Like, you remove the little bit of her like her hairband, and you couldn't tell me that was just Emma Frost. I'd believe you.
Oh yeah, you show this to like 10 people who kind of know what she looks like, and show them that they'll assume it's Emma Frost,
Yeah.
and they will call you a liar when you say it's Gwen Stacy.
Yeah. So back at the Parker home, Forest Hills, Queen. Peter and Aunt May are talking about the motorcycle thing, and he's like, "It doesn't really matter. I don't have the money, and the guy at the store says he can't hold it much longer." And Aunt May's like, "I never told you, but your Uncle Ben drove a motorcycle when we first met. He was so handsome with his leather jacket and his hair all back. Where is my Uncle Ben on the motorcycle picture? I need to see it. I need to know what that looks like."
If someone drew that, I guarantee Uncle Ben is just the Fonz.
You could convince me that. God, you say that, and I'm just like, fuck. Henry Winkler as Uncle Ben would have ruled.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic.
Like,
It would be the tightest shit.
Like Waterboy era Henry Winkler.
Yeah, the fact that never happened, honestly, is like we've had some great Uncle Bens, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. We had two really good Uncle Bens, so it is what it is.
Yep.
And so Peter swings over to Big Al's motorcycle shop.
It's just Perry Saturn.
Yes. I was trying to put my finger on it. I was like, he looks like somebody from WCW, but I can't. Yeah, it's just Perry Saturn.
Yeah. Perry Saturn sells Pete a motorcycle, just as Gwen Stacy and the gang are walking by.
Yeah, because
outside,
the funniest thing about this,
them.
Yeah, he decides to buy it because the guy's like, "Look, motorcycles are like women, son. You've been coming in here for months, and between you and me, you won't know if you like her until you take her out for a spin." And as he's standing there, Gwen, Harry, Flash, and some other guy who for a second I thought was Flint Marko walk by.
That shirt, yeah, I couldn't be convinced.
That's Flint Marko. And Peter sees Gwen smiling and laughing, and he's seeing her that happy. He was like, I have to be the one to make her happy. So he buys the motorcycle so that Gwen will think he's cool. Which, when did Peter learn to ride a fucking motorcycle?
Exactly. Like, also, a very next panel, is the scene where he pulls up to school, the motorcycle almost runs over Flash Thompson, which is very funny.
Yeah, it's so funny reading anything from before Peter and Flash were friends.
Yeah, when everyone was like, "Oh, nice wheels, Pete," and basically just like says, "Anyone want to ride?" because he wants it to be Gwen.
Yeah,
and the shot of just like Flash's face, and
like
he is like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah, because Gwen goes, "Is it fast?" He says, "Well, not too fast." And Flash can't believe this because he's been trying to make passes at Gwen forever, and he cannot.
He cannot get past Peter Parker. And another great shot. Next panel.
Oh my god! Gwen and Peter on the motorcycle.
And she says, "I like it fast," which, like, haha, like, but it's just there aren't very many shots of like just Peter and Gwen like being just like normal, happy couple type shit.
Yeah, I mean, and think about it. Gwen's been dead for 50 years.
Yeah. She's been out of the game for a long time.
And I mean, think now, this Gwen is never coming back. Ever. We got like the one, like in Clone Conspiracy, she's back, but it's a clone. It's established that it is a clone with all of Gwen's memories, and then the clone is gone by the end of that story. Like, she's just not coming back. She's better off as a memory. but we don't get this very often when they were together.
And I find it so funny that, especially in comic books, Jeph really sticks to Gwen Stacy.
Yes.
Like, Gwen Stacy being dead is like such like this would be like if Jean never came back.
Yeah,
Ever.
I mean, and she wasn't supposed to.
Yeah. And yeah, because there's a long time where like Jean's death sticks until comic book bullshit happens and she comes back like 1,000 times. But it's the equivalent for a long time. It was the equivalent to that, and it's another testament, I think, as to why Peter Parker is one of the best comic book characters of all time. It's because
he has these two
like
big
this.
losses that stick to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Even by comic book logic, they are just gone.
Right. Uncle Ben is just gone. Gwen Stacy
Uncle
is
Ben
just gone.
And
which is why his story in House of M is the best.
Yeah, and like when it happens, at some point it's going to happen to Aunt May, and she'll just be gone.
They've done it. They've done it twice and then walked it back both times. I don't think they'll ever commit to it with Aunt May.
Probably not, but I kind of want them to. Like, I love Aunt May, but I feel like
you've run out of stories to tell with that old lady.
Yeah, like if you really want to push Peter Parker into like new territory, you got to go.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. They don't want Joe Quesada does not want to push Peter Parker into new territory.
The last time that happened made him broke again. So no.
Yep.
So that's the end of that. Oh no.
No. Because Peter says, right about then, I couldn't imagine my life getting any better. And we see a silhouette ringing the doorbell at the Parker home. And this mystery woman says, is talking to Aunt May, and Aunt May's like, "Oh dear me, Peter isn't home just now. You're welcome to wait." "That's all right, May. Some other time. Got places to go, people to see." "Well, I'm sure Peter will be so sorry that he missed you." "May, you can bet on it."
Just the most ominous silhouette in Peter Parker's life. They do a really good job of like selling this era of Mary Jane in this book.
Mary Jane here, they book her like Brock Lesnar.
She's a bulldozer, bro. Like from the first panel, it's like this brother had no choice.
No chance.
Peter Parker's heart is doing the job big time.
Like the page, just to skip ahead just a little bit, in book 2 here, the page where Mary Jane is revealed, you could just play the beginning of "Your Heart Don't Stand a Chance" as the door opens, and it's perfect.
Yeah,
because Peter's fucked.
Yeah, like not even. And to talk about a bit about what happened prior to this, like the bulk of this book is Peter gets closer to Gwen. Like they establish that they have some chemistry while in chemistry class, haha. And he fights the Rhino, which is cool because Rhino's a fun little like D-tier villain. Like he fights the Rhino and like he kind of comes to a conclusion for how to like get the Rhino suit off of him, thanks to Kurt Connors and a conversation he had with Gwen. So he's like riding high off of like, oh, me and Gwen are making all this progress, and then he has plans to study with her.
Yes, he and Gwen have a study date, and Peter is getting gussied up. I do want to touch real quickly. There's this great panel in here where Peter and Gwen in their chemistry class, and they are on opposite sides of the room. There's a bunch of people between them, and the way that it is framed, where everyone else is in like a darker light, like they're not there,
yeah.
like they are all have faces and features, but they are colored in like this kind of blue tint. And Peter and Gwen are lit as if they were in a bright room, so the light is on them.
Great shot.
Peter says, "I remember being foolish enough to think, let's fall in love." This is my favorite panel in this whole fucking series. It's so good.
You're barring up my emotions in book 2, you son of a bitch. Why did I agree to read this? Audience.
Peter beats the Rhino with the help of Doc Connors while being watched by a mystery figure, who we do later discover their identity. And Peter thinks to himself, maybe it was only going to be a study session, but the way I looked at it, every second I could spend with Gwen, I was the luckiest guy in town. And as he goes downstairs, Peter looks like fucking Buddy Holly.
Yes, he always. They draw him with the fucking Superman curl in this.
Yes, book. Yeah, they did that with him in the 60s.
Yeah.
Peter goes downstairs and May's like, "Oh, you look." I was just thinking about how handsome you look, and it's just you took so much time to get ready, and here you are, all just to meet Mary Jane Watson. And Peter's like, "I did," because Aunt May had been trying to set him up with Mary Jane for weeks. They also do this gag in the Spectacular Spider-Man, where Aunt May keeps talking about Anna's niece and her wonderful personality, and Peter and Harry are like, "Yeah, you know what that means."
Yeah, and in this, the shot of him opening the door, he's like, Mary Jane Watson, Anna Watson's niece, the sort of girl I pictured as she has very nice friends, and she makes homemade soup, and she can knit. Basically, Peter's like, this broad is gonna be a go. So
she's going to be a dog.
I'm gonna be nice and hang out with her, but ultimately, I'm trying to go hang out with Gwen Stacy. He opens that door,
and the shot is on Mary Jane's bright green eyes, and then back to Peter looking horrified.
This is a man who knows that he's in hell.
Yeah.
He is fully aware that he is just
fucked. He is fucked.
And then we get the full body shot of Mary Jane Watson.
This is a woman.
This
I have a note here. It is yes,
fucking awooga, humana.
I turned into a Tex Avery cartoon.
My eyes turned into fucking arrows. Like, she is gorgeous in this shot, and Peter's face in that middle panel, he's like, "You're Mary Jane Watson," and she delivers the famous line, "Face a tiger.
You just hit the jackpot."
Yes,
which is a baller-ass first line when you first meet somebody.
Oh yeah, like this is someone who fucking like she knows.
She knows
who's the ace here. Yes, like she fully understands. Like, I know I'm a catch. All right, look at me.
Look at me. Look at you.
Look at her. Yeah, like she is like trouble, and she is about to ruin this man's life.
He says, "And all at once, Gwen, I didn't think you'd understand it all." Because, listen, hey, I'm gonna be late. I gotta meet up with this friend of my aunt's. My aunt's friend's niece. She just wants me to introduce her. She's been really about it. I'll catch up with you later. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh god.
Oh fuck.
Oh god. Oh shit. Like look. If I was Pete, I had to box Aunt May. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Why did you not? Come on, Aunt May. You set me up.
You said great personality. You know what that means. You should have told me straight up.
This is a dime, Peter.
Just fine. Yes, like you should have told me that. Look, he's going to break you off in a way that you cannot believe. Just prepare yourself for it. No. God, yeah, Mary Jane is looking foxy as a motherfucker.
Looking fantastic.
Looking like a fucking. This Mary Jane would have 1 million followers on TikTok.
Yeah, oh, most definitely. Gwen too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're both fine. But...
Gwen and MJ are basically doing the boy is mine video here.
god! Because it's just like there's a shot of like Peter takes Mary Jane to
the Silver Spoon where they all
hangout.
hang out.
And like there's a shot of like Flash, trying
Leaning
to
on the
flirt with Mary
jukebox,
Jane.
trying to get it. The funniest thing about Flash Thompson, this motherfucker's walking around in his fucking Letterman jacket, like that impresses any fucking body. Fucking Ubermensch. He says,
like
and
BJ Blazkowicz.
yes. He says, Mary says, "See anything you like?" And she says, "Yeah." Flash is like, "Yeah, thinking about how much I'd like to press 34D. You got me, babe." Which that's not the song.
Yeah.
And she says, it'd be more like 4F. That'll be the day.
Just bars him up. In the corner, everyone's looking over, and once again, Harry looks like he has cancer.
He looks like a carnival barker.
Yeah, and like Gwen is just staring daggers at Mary Jane.
Gwen is so. I would like to say, Flash goes, "Hey, don't you know who I am?" She says, "Yeah, you're Flash Thompson, big man on campus." And he says, "Well, yeah." And she says, "You're Flash Thompson, big man on campus." And she walks over, leans across the table. "Hello, Harry." Power move.
Once again, Gwen is just eyes on Mary Jane. She's like, "You were here with my man.
Yes.
Who the fuck are you?"
He's like, look, I don't want you to think I brought Mary Jane around to show her off or, well, whatever you might have thought. It was more like, he's like pleading to Gwen's memory in this tape recorder. He's like, it was more like an obligation, okay? Because she was my Aunt May's best friend's niece. It was the least I could do, right? No. Peter. And I forgot that MJ called him Petey at this point, because my brain ascribes that to Liz Allen because she does that in Spectacular.
I wonder if they got that for Liz from this.
They probably did, because they decided they weren't going to do Peter and MJ, so they did the triangle with Peter, Liz, and Gwen. He says, just like, "Oh, hello, Petey. Have a French fry." Just getting to know the gang. And then Gwen goes, "She's quite the girl, Petey."
God, and Gwen is about to fight.
Oh,
Gwen is like, if there
yeah.
weren't people in this establishment, they would be throwing hands. And like, so funny because like it gets to a point. I feel like in a lot of other like Spider-Man media, they portray that like Gwen and MJ are kind of friends. Like,
yeah,
they
kind of like
friends.
each other.
Like,
and
the
this
way
touches
they
on
look
that
at
too.
each other, like the way they look at each other here. In Pete's face, he's like, any second now, like someone's gonna slap somebody.
Peter is hoping for the Rhino or for the Shocker. Somebody bust in, get me out of this, because this is fucked. And Flash is like, "I don't get it. What's there to get? Parker knows her? Looks that way. I don't get it." And Gwen, fixing her makeup, says, "Wake up, Flash. What you know about Peter Parker couldn't fill a thimble." And
Still don't get it.
yeah, I don't fucking get. But look, I understand where Flash is coming from. Also, shout out to Randy Robertson making a sneaky guest appearance here.
He's just chilling.
Just hanging out. Shout out to Randy. That's my guy.
Doesn't say a word. He's just like looking at Mary Jane as he should.
He's just walking around looking like Mike Tyson.
God, that's 1992 Jamie Foxx.
Oh, quick thing here. This is just something I've thought about forever. If they had gotten the rights to do the MCU Spider-Man stuff like 5 years earlier, you know who I would have cast to play Peter and Gwen?
Who's that?
Josh Blaylock and Joanna Brady.
Oh fuck!
Right, like watching VGHS, like that first season, it's like, oh, this is just Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, I don't think VGHS, man.
Which Also, I think Jimmy Wong would have bodied Harry Osborn.
Honestly, yeah, I could see it.
He
You could have cast fucking
you could cast
Flash.
Yes.
God, honestly,
just do Spider-Man with the VGHS cast because you could cast
fucking Keith Swan
as Mary Jane.
Gwen. Oh yeah, I was gonna say Gwen, but that works too.
Yeah. Well, I say Jenny as Gwen because one, that's just the same character, and two, she looks like her.
Yeah. See now I just want that. I want just the VGHS cast as a Spider-Man story.
Yep. I mean, it would be weird now because Josh and Joanna got divorced, but you know.
Oh, they were married? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they got married after the end of season 1 of that show, and then I think they were divorced by like 2016.
Oh my God, she's currently married to the brother who plays Vigilante on Peacemaker.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, get a bitch.
Huh.
For him. Good for him.
Good for him.
That man is winning.
Yeah. Also, I watched It Follows last night, and
yes,
I had to keep reminding myself that is not her in that movie.
Don't they look so much?
They look so much like it's super weird.
They look so much alike, but yeah.
Anyway,
so just a shout out to Michael Monroe.
Yeah, shout out to that movie. That movie's fucked.
Also, Michael Monroe would be a fantastic Gwen Stacy.
Yes. And so they see. So Peter is like trying to not make it weird. MJ's like, so that's Gwen Stacy. She's gorgeous if you like that sort of blonde, gorgeous look. And Peter's like, give me the radioactive man. Give me something. And then as he says this, the fucking lizard shows up on TV. He's like, hey, I took that photograph. And MJ's like, well, isn't this what you'd call a photo op? And he's like, yeah, but like I'm with you. And she's like, yeah, and you're still gonna be with me, handsome. I'm going with you. Sounds exciting. He's like, yeah, I am. You are. It does. And they leave with her pulling Peter by his tie. Yep. This whole thing is MJ and Gwen trying to establish dominance.
And as they're leaving, there's another really good shot of mostly dark scene.
Right, Harry's there, but he's like
in color. Yeah, like he's like muted, but Gwen is like fully in color, like fully vibrant, and she's just like watching them leave.
Yeah.
And she says "Bye, Peter," but like the text in the bubble
is really small because she's like, "It's like bye, Peter."
Heartbreaking.
Peter's like, I guess I could just plead insanity and throw myself on the mercy of the court. I mean, you were just starting to notice me, Gwen, and oh boy, I brought in the old girl, Mary Jane Watson. Anything goes. So they show up. Well, we get another good shot of them on the motorcycle.
Two good motorcycle shots and it's. I love how in one it's just, Gwen is holding on to Peter.
Yeah.
In this one, it's Mary Jane, arms just wide open, just being reckless.
Yeah, it really drives home their personalities. Like Gwen is fun, but she's cautious.
Mary Jane is fun and dangerous.
Right, because MJ in the 60s and the 70s, she is just a fucking menace. Like she doesn't give a fuck.
Oh yeah.
They're just a weird Betty and Veronica.
Yeah.
Except Gwen is Veronica.
It's hilarious. We could think about it like that. But, really good shot of these two on a motorcycle, and then they get to the crime scene, and basically they're trying to figure out a way to get Pete inside. So MJ flirts with the cop.
Yeah, she just walks up. She's like, excuse me, Mr. Police Officer. And he's like, hi. Like this cop is immediately falling for it.
He had no chance. Instantly befuddled.
Yep. And Peter sneaks in a costume, catches up with the Connors because they go to the train station.
We didn't touch on this, but in the issue where Peter fought Rhino and he helps Connors out. He goes to Connors for help. At this point, Kurt Connors was already the Lizard once, and he turned back into a human. And he was, kind of doing fine, and his family was coming up to see him because he's been feeling better. But he had a bit of a relapse, for lack of a better term, and reverted back to being the Lizard.
Right. And so now they are Peter's catching up with the Connors family. And I forgot they had been living in Florida at the time to get away.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't recall if he said that he sent them there or they went there on
I think he
their own.
sent them there. Okay. And so Peter catches up briefly with Mrs. Connors and Billy Connors, who I feel like would be a bigger deal of a character now, but that would require them to age Peter up.
Just a little bit.
And so they keep it right. She leaves to keep everything secret from the kid, and Peter fights the Lizard. Some stuff happens. They almost get hit by a train.
Also, Lizard looks great.
Yeah. These non-human looking characters, Sale really fucking kills it with them.
The Lizard looks terrifying in this. But yeah, the fight, they almost get fucking sleeping dogs by a train.
And the Lizard says, "Do you see that train, Spider-Man? Think of that train as evolution in action." I always thought that evolution was a mystery, full of change that no one sees. Clock makes a fool of history.
God fucking damn it.
Yesterday's too long ago.
Don't agree with what I know.
I'm just saying, I think Doc Connors sees the line in the sand.
He's trying to find out who he is.
Looking back to see where he stands.
He's looking back to see, evolution.
Evolution.
Evolution. I get it.
Fuck. The evolution theme doesn't have to be that good.
Doesn't. Like as soon as Triple H had Motorhead's number in his cell phone, it was a rap.
It was
for
like
any other theme.
It was like they did like 3 versions of Triple H's theme, and he says, "I don't know, can we get something that sounds more like Motorhead?" And Jim Johnson's like, "Yeah, we could just get Motorhead."
Triple H was like, "Oh,
oh, it was that easy."
All right, because they do his theme, Evolution's theme, and King of Kings. So yeah, that motherfucker had 3 Motorhead tracks all for him.
Yeah,
just crazy.
Don't ask anybody in that band any of the words.
Oh no, because they.
I make sure shit didn't know.
He was just fucking tweeting through it. He was like, "Look, I'll make it work for 3 minutes, and I'm going home." And that's what he did.
I got a
rest in peace to God.
So the Lizard talks briefly to that mysterious, shadowy figure. He says, "Come with me. I can lead you to safety." "Why would you help me?" "Because we want the same thing. The death of Spider-Man." "That's not what I want. You know nothing of what I want. I will follow you out of here, but if you or Spider-Man or anyone interferes with my plans, then I will kill you all." And so Pete looks around, Lizard's gone, he leaves. And immediately, he already has a bruise on his face. And MJ's like, "Did somebody throw you down a flight of stairs?" And he says, "Well, it can kind of get rough out there. The crowds, Spider-Man even showed up." And he says, "Come here. Combat duty deserves a little hazard pay." And kisses him on the forehead. And she's like, Huh?
And then she just leaves.
Yep. He says, "If I knew I was working on the reward system, I might have thrown myself in front of a train." She says, "Whatever makes my guy happy." He has no chance. He is so fucked.
He is. He doesn't. Spider Sense cannot warn him how fucked he's going to be.
You are in danger, Mr. Parker.
Yeah. Yeah, but he basically like says that, hey, like I'm sorry, but I gotta get to the bugle, and she's like, oh, it's cool, I'm out.
Yeah. All right, see you later. He says,
And then
"Do you need?" He says, "Uh, do you need a ride?" She's like, "No, I got no needs, Tiger. As you're sure to find out, where MJ goes, the party goes."
And Peter is just looking, just dumbfounded, like
Standing there looking stupid.
Yep.
Standing there looking like a fucking idiot.
Then Peter goes and fights the lizard again in a very good section of panels.
Yeah, very good action here. And so Peter is now fighting against the clock because Mrs. Connors is here with Billy, and he's like, well, shit, Billy can't find out his dad's the fucking lizard. So I hope that this cure works, and luckily it does. And he's like,
Cure just in time.
He's like, sorry this place is such a mess. We were working on something that went out of control, and nobody's really listening to me, are they? Okay, well, y'all be easy.
Yeah, he's like, y'all be good, I'm out.
Yeah, I got stuff to do.
Pete saves the day.
Rides home on his motorcycle, and Harry's there. And he's like, Harry, you good? This is about your dad? He's like, what? No, my dad's fine. I mean, he's still in the hospital, but he's doing better every day. That's part of the reason I came to see you. Your aunt said it was okay to wait out here. She seems real nice. He says, Harry, what's your father's condition got to do with me? Hey, it's no big deal. In fact, it might turn out to be the best thing that ever happened to you. Me? With my dad in the hospital, one of his apartments in the city is going empty, and well, I know you got the sweet deal out here with your aunt, but I thought you might want to move into your campus, be roommates. Says, Harry, I can't afford that. He's like, don't worry about it. My dad owns the place. We're living rent free. You have you live with no rent and an apartment in Manhattan?
Money bags. Just like, because other thing that I think we'll forget about, because I did, is that I think a lot of people assume that Peter and Harry were like high school friends.
No,
and they're not. Like, they met in college.
Right, yeah. The thing that gets really lost about Peter Parker as a character, the more, thanks to all the adaptations and everything sliding around and stuff like Ultimate Comics, Peter doesn't really have any friends all through high school. His friends are like Liz Allen, Betty Brant, Ned Leeds. That's it. Like, all of the kind of iconic characters that you know as being friends with Peter Parker or being Peter Parker's love interest, they're not people Peter meets until he's in college. The thing is, in the 60s, these characters aged in real time. It's not really until, like, the late 70s, early 80s that they realize, uh-oh, we can't do that.
Yeah.
And that's
by now, Peter would be, like, dead.
yeah. Peter Parker would have been born in 1948.
Yep.
Because he's or 1950, somewhere around there. And they so like he'd be 70 something. He'd be an old man. Versus now, where he's in reality, he's like 33.
Yeah, like, I don't think. Yeah, I feel like Peter is gonna just be perpetually mid-30s.
Yeah, well, it's like Cyclops.
Yep.
Like,
Cyclops is what, like, at least like late 30s, like maybe 40.
Mid to late 30s. He's nebulously like 37.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Which just makes it very funny when he's like, "Yes, this is my son Nate," and fucking adult Cable.
Like, what up? I'm Brock Lesnar, like, with a gun. Like, this is my dad. Like,
this is my son Nate. He's 50. This is my daughter Rachel. She's 25. And this is my grandson or my granddaughter Hope. She's 18.
Yeah.
Like,
gosh, just Scott Summers things.
Yeah. This is my wife, Jean. This is my wife's clone, Madeline, who I was also married to.
Who my brother is in love with. That's not weird.
Like if I start talking about Alex Summers, we'll be here all day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If I start talking about how fucked up the Summers household is.
Yeah, that's a whole. A day will need to be carved out to get through all that mess.
To talk about to talk about how fucked up it is that Jean assuredly knows that Havoc remembers Madeline being in love with Havoc.
Yep.
So even if Jean's not in love with him, she has the memories of it.
That's got to be weird.
It's gotta be weird. Gotta be weird for everybody.
A little bit. But back to Spider-Man Blue, Harry just straight up asked Peter about
Hey, you wanna move in?
Mary Jane.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, hey, what's act fast. What's the tip on MJ? With the way Gwen has been giving you all the eye, this is gonna work out great. And Peter just kind of stares because he's like, huh? What do you mean?
Because he's like, oh, so someone else notices Gwen looking at me? Oh shit, I am fucked.
I am in big trouble.
Big time danger.
Also, worth mentioning, he is not telling all this story to Gwen over the course of like one night. This is like over multiple days. And so he says, hello, Gwen. Today I want to talk about, and then it's just this whir. Aunt May. I'm sorry, Gwen. When I think about my aunt, it's hard to think of someone that frail who's also that strong. When I think about you, Gwen, I remember someone I never looked frail at all, and yet I never thought I'd be bearing you before her. Also, while Peter is narrating this, he has a fucking milk mustache in the flashback. He's been drinking a big glass of milk like Kurt Angle. Gonna pop 3 Viagra.
What the fuck, your wife?
Look, I'm just gonna say, Harry, I want to have sex with your wife.
We don't talk enough about sexual deviant Kurt Angle.
I have a tweet that's it's just nobody Alex Summers, and it's the it's just the screenshot. Scotty, I want to have sex with your wife.
God.
And not just any kind of sex with your wife. What they kind of perverted sex with your wife.
The whole time, it's just Davari's in the corner, like, bro, what are you doing?
What are you doing? What's happening?
Bro, on UPN, well, you can't be talking like this.
You can't say bestiality on TV. What the fuck?
Oh,
God,
Jesus
God, we're
Christ.
getting sidetracked.
No.
And so Peter is talking to Aunt May, and they both at the same time go, "There's something I have to ask you." And Aunt May goes, "You first." He says, "No, my Aunt May taught me that it's always ladies first, and you wouldn't want me to argue with my Aunt May, would you, Aunt May?" And she says, "Peter, you know how I would never do anything to hurt you, but with you going off to college and spending so much time in the city, would you mind terribly if Anna Watson and I moved in together, just for company? It wouldn't be like she'd be replacing you. But it'd be cool if I move in with the aunt of the girl I'm trying to set you up with. No reason."
Yeah. So another absolutely heartbreaking line from Peter Parker. He's looking at his aunt, stupid milk mustache in his flashback, and in the little text box about the present day, here goes, "Never ever thought I would be burying you before her. It's just not the way life is supposed to work." Ugh.
Yeah, especially when this Aunt May is like 80.
Yeah,
I don't know why Aunt May is so old. Because, like,
Aunt May is pushing it.
they're not... Aunt May and Uncle Ben aren't supposed to be Peter's, like, great aunt and uncle. Like, Uncle Ben is Peter's dad's older brother.
Yeah, so, like, unless
Unless they have like a Guerrero family thing going on.
Maybe, because yeah, she is like one bad day away from just croaking all times.
Liver spots. She just looks ancient.
Yeah, which is why I feel like oh my god, what was her name? I'm not blanking on this actress's name.
Sally Field?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Sally Field was like the perfect middle ground of like older Aunt May, but not like an ancient Aunt May.
Yeah. I think Marissa Tomei is also great casting, but also every time I see her, I turn into that scene from Friday.
Yeah, I love Marissa Tomei as Aunt May for reasons that I cannot divulge on this podcast.
Hey, Miss Parker, you know.
Oh yeah, 100%. But yeah, like Tomei as Aunt May is just
fucked up.
But whoever, Kevin Feige knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing.
Which, and I mean, look, it makes sense mathematically if we're going. Peter's 18, or he's like 16 in the first movie. Marissa Tomei is what, 50?
Off that, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, his 50-year-old.
She's 57.
That's crazy. Oh, so she would have been 52 when that first movie came out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just just have like Peter's aunt be in her early 50s. That makes sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that she's just wildly fine is just a byproduct of that.
Shout out to her. Shout out to looking young. Meanwhile, in a prison, the vulture chokes and falls over and is fucking dying. Also, Peter says, losing you, Gwen, was beyond bad. It was the worst thing that ever happened to me. Even my Uncle Ben would understand how I could say that. Remember how in House of M, Peter's perfect life is literally just that Uncle Ben and Gwen never died?
Yep, like everything else is mostly the same. Just they're just alive.
Yep, and those two, that one change. Well, it's specifically Uncle Ben doesn't die, which means Peter stays a wrestler, which means that Peter and Gwen never break up because Gwen doesn't get thrown off a fucking bridge. And so Peter's
the domino effect of the things that could change Peter's life is wild.
Yep. But anyway, the vulture is fucking dying in jail. And this guy named Blackie, who I should add is a white man. It's Blackie Drago. He's like, listen, Vulture, you're having some sort of kind of heart attack or something. If you were ever going to tell me, now's the time. And he's like, Vulture tells him where his other wings are. And then the fucking cops beat the shit out of Blackie Drago.
Yeah, they fuck him up.
They whoop his ass.
Sound effect is thunk. Yeah, like they are beating this man to death.
And so Peter and Aunt May are going over to Anna Watson's house. And Aunt May's like, Peter, a girl like Mary Jane Watson isn't going to sit at home waiting for the phone to ring. He's like, no, Aunt May, I'd be willing to bet that MJ has her own answering service. This Sale is in love with fucking Mary Jane Watson.
Speaking of Marissa Tomei, this panel of Mary Jane Watson
is nuts.
Yeah, like she is topped, like Tim Sale. Yeah, like
Stiz act. All glory to
she
it.
Is. Yeah, she is a brick house.
Fully hammer hammered. Just
an unreasonable amount of titty on this comic book character. Like, she is heated up.
She looks like fucking Peg Bundy.
Yes, this is Kane Seagal.
Holy shit. And MJ walks up, gives Peter a kiss on the cheek, says, how's my guy? And Peter does not know what to do about this. He says, your guy is fine. More than fine. MJ, listen, if you're not busy, and then Harry pulls up. And, Harry looks so fucking sinister here. It's...
Yeah, like, I've never seen someone... Like, he looks like the Riddler.
Yes! Yes!
He looks like Edward Nygma in this shot. Like, the pointy nose, the green.
Yes, he looks like the fucking Riddler.
Like, it's crazy. Like, just, I cannot get over. They do Harry dirty in the looks department in this book, in this run of books. Like, I don't know
so filthy.
what Sale. I don't know what Sale has against Harry, but this man had a vendetta. He was like,
Fuck
Harry
this
James
guy.
Watson will be fine as hell. I'm gonna make Harry Osborn look like hot garbage.
His pointy ass jaw.
Just
And he's like, hey.
he looks.
Go ahead.
He looks like his face is molded after the Green Goblin mask from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies.
Yes.
Just fucking so angular. It's uncomfortable to look at.
And Peter decides to take Harry up on the offer. He's like, I was wondering when I can see the place. He's like, what's there to see? You're gonna love it. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna have a housewarming party this weekend. And he says, I had to give it to Harry. He certainly kept things moving. Maybe MJ was more his speed. Meanwhile, Aunt May in the background being a hater.
Just like her and
MJ's Aunt Anna, yeah.
Are just they are gonna put a hit out on Harry Osborn. Like, they want no part of this dude with Mary Jane. It's so fucking funny.
Says, you know, Anna, I never cared much for that Harry Osborn boy. And I love the way this is framed because it looks like Peter just kind of hears her.
Yeah, he probably does. He's probably like, ah, shit.
Like, Aunt May, Peter has not known Harry very long at this point. So what do you mean you never cared much for him? Like, the funniest part of this about Aunt May and Anna Watson trying so hard to set Peter and MJ up is it's like, they're just like, oh, wouldn't it be so cool? Because then we'd be like sisters.
Yeah, which is pretty much like the reason, like you said, why they're doing it. They just want to they want an excuse to hang out more.
Yes. Like,
what better way than when
my nephew and your niece? Because I don't think MJ's parents are really around, so it's like basically
we don't really.
It's basically my son and your daughter.
I think one of the first times I remember any talk about MJ's parents was in the
Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie. Yeah,
yeah,
where MJ's got like a shitty, abusive dad, which is a weird note to take with her.
Yeah, I love Kristen Dunst, but it was weird to make her be a timid Mary Jane in those movies.
There's a lot of choices about Mary Jane in those movies that I don't really like.
It's like they kind of wanted Gwen, but they didn't want Kristen Dunst to be blonde, so they kind of like morphed them together, and we got
this weird character who is neither of them and both of them. Remember how Gwen is in one of those movies?
She's as Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yes! Oh shit! I forgot that's her. Yeah.
She's Gwen Stacy, and she's literally just there to make Mary Jane jealous.
Yep.
She just doesn't really do anything else. And she's the model.
Yes. I forgot that too.
Like Gwen is like the model and like famous and whatnot and like the bombshell, and yeah, funny choices in those movies. Really funny choices.
Yeah.
Anywho,
such as, but not limited to, casting Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah. Also, see Topher Grace as Eddie Brock.
Topher Grace as Eddie Brock. Topher Grace as Eddie Brock being a hater in church. Praying to God, please kill Peter Parker.
You know how down bad you gotta be to ask God to kill a nigga you hate?
He said, strike him down.
You gotta be several leagues below hell to ask Jesus Christ's Father to strike a man down. He got you fired. To be fair.
Also, I mean, he's like in a Catholic church doing.
Yeah, he's like legit in God's house asking for him to put a hit on Peter Parker.
He said, God, I've never been the prayer type. But could you please fucking kill Peter Parker?
To be fair, if someone screwed up my chance with Bryce Dallas Howard, I might ask God to take him out too. So,
I might call Tim Lambesis.
Get it. Yeah, hey Tim.
Did you ever find that hitman?
You may have failed at killing your wife. Want to try again on this dude I don't like?
That dude.
I know a guy
going to the.
Which is a gym. How do you ask someone to kill your wife at the free weights, dog?
Hey man.
Dude,
hey,
on
nice
the
set.
elliptical, looking for hitmen. Dog, just
hey man, you killing the Stairmaster. You know what else you might be able to kill for me?
How about my wife?
Could you kill my wife?
The gate codes to my house where she lives.
What a psycho! What a.
He went to prison, came back, and is just like in his band.
The funniest thing about As They Lay Dying is that they were like, okay, Tim tried to kill his wife. We can't be the same band anymore. We're going to start a new band with all of us and not him. And then as soon as he got out of jail, they're like, hey, Tim.
Want to the whole banging again? He was like, yeah, also, I'm going to write a book.
That's some OJ shit.
Yeah.
Fucking writing
Christian band, by the way.
Yes!
Christian band.
Yes!
Yeah. Just
Christian metalcore band. He said, till death do us part. You damn right.
Yeah. Didn't say mine, though.
Said till death. Somebody.
But I had this guy beat you to death with barbells. Anyway.
He's going to whoop a kettlebell at your head.
Drown her in the YMCA pool.
Oh, getting drowned while the Village People played is a nasty way to go.
God, she would haunt him for life.
You would do everything, or you're breaking and do it.
Tim just like headbanging on the other side of the pool watching it happen. Oh man.
Anyway, it's funny because he didn't succeed at getting his wife killed. I should.
Oh, yeah.
We would not joke about this if he had actually succeeded in hiring a hitman. So it's funny to joke about the fact that he tried.
Yeah, he failed miserably and got sent to prison, and he came out built like shit, and it's just. And now he's just like, yeah, just buy my music. Just don't, that whole killing my
Don't
thing,
check my Wikipedia page.
Yeah. The funniest controversies section on anybody's wiki. Tim Lambesis.
Tim Lambesis tried to hire a hitman at the
fucking gym. I can't get over that. Anyway, back on track. I feel like we're talking about everything but blue in this fucking podcast.
It's like right there on his fucking Wikipedia page, personal life. Tim Lambesis grew up in Southern California and was voted, quote, most like Jesus by classmates as a teenager.
I mean, he's trying to kill his wife. Sure.
Oh, fuck. The fact that he got remarried after he got out of jail is nuts. Why would you marry this guy?
You know that your life took a turn when the bulk of your fucking personal life section is solicitation of murder. Oh man. Jesus Christ.
He got remarried in 2017. They got divorced in 2021. Because
No, I feel like if you get married to the man who tried to kill his first wife, I would reconsider that, maybe.
Oh, shit. Anyway.
Now, this must be what listening to Jesus and Mary was like, because them niggas cannot stay on topic. Ever about anything.
Oh, shit. Listen, I started listening to the Trill Wither show. They went on a 30-minute... This is a sports podcast. They went on a 30-minute diatribe about nunchucks.
But oh god, back to Blue, our main man, fucking who got his ass beat in prison, Blackie. He
steals a laundry truck, and they jump in the back of the laundry truck, and manage to escape out to where why am I forgetting Vulture's Tombs, where he's keeping the Adrian Toombs. You know his granddaughter is black.
What?
I'll explain later. They go out to where Toombs hid his extra wings. I love that the wings are attached to the costume.
Yeah, that's pretty tight.
And so they fly away with the wings. Meanwhile, Peter swings over to the apartment, and he's like, "Man, my spider party sense is tingling. This must be the place. Either that, or I should really try and sew some thermals into this costume." And Flash Thompson, big fucking Spider-Man mark, sees him swinging, and he's like, "Whoa, that's him! Go for it, Spidey!" And fucking Gwen and MJ start clowning on him. And
you're right, MJ. She's in her invisible.
Yeah, because Gwen's MJ says, "Really? Huh? Oh, look, Gwen, there's the invisible girl." I think you're right, MJ. She's in her invisible plane with her invisible dog. Remember that time that Peter asked Sue Storm on a date to fuck with Johnny? And then she said, "Yeah, sure, why not? To fuck with Reed?"
Oh, man.
So they're having a party. They're having a good time. Gwen and MJ are dancing, waiting for Peter. And Peter says, in the present, "If I had known you were talking about me, I would have crashed into a building." Because they're like, "Yeah, Peter's probably got a call from the Bugle. He's out taking pictures of Spider-Man." And MJ, Gwen's like, "Is that dangerous?" And Flash is looking out the window, looks away as Spider-Man swings by. And Peter swings by, and his wings, or the web gets cut by the Vulture's wings. And so Blackie Drago beats his ass, beats the dog shit out of Peter. He says,
flat, wax, just fucking some unreal fucking sound effects happening right now.
Just beats the shit out of him, and he's like, "In all fairness, I was caught off guard, completely, utterly. Trust me, two pretty girls dancing up a storm will do that to a guy. Not that I'm blaming you or MJ or anything. On the contrary, I was just remembering how I got the pants beaten off of me, and coming up with any excuse would make me feel a whole lot better." Flash, who looks fucking great here, by the way. Flash
looks like Johnny Quest.
Yeah.
With that black turtleneck and those khaki pants,
yes!
like, yes, this man's about to go to fucking Russia right now.
He's about to tear it down. Shout out to black turtlenecks. I should buy like 6 black turtlenecks.
Like, the only thing that will make this better is if he had a gold
chain. Yes.
If he had a gold chain, then the fit would be nasty because he looks like $1 million.
He looks like he would look like redheaded Jason Lee Scott.
God, he really would.
God, did Gold Ranger Jason ever wear a black turtleneck and the gold chain?
No, he wore that fucking do-rag though.
Oh,
you show up to get Ranger powers with a do-rag. Like, I can't believe that.
He looks like the fucking Great Saiyaman.
Yeah. An embarrassing fit for a Great Ranger. Like, they down bad for that.
An all-time Great Ranger, they're gonna dress him in the nastiest fit they can find.
It's a fucking Kevin Smith trench coat and a do-rag. Just nasty. Just unseasoned. But yeah, Flash looks great. Peter is still getting the shit kicked out of him.
They're like, we'll give Pete till midnight, okay? Because Harry's like, I keep telling you, Flash, Pete's an okay guy. Why else do you think I'd ask him to be my roommate? He's like, I don't know, Harry. Why did you ask him to be your roommate? Peter gets turned into a fucking large grandfather clock.
Oh yeah, he is getting. We cannot stress enough. Peter is getting the shit beat out of him.
Yeah, and he goes, hey, you're not the Vulture. What happened to the old Birdman of Alcatraz? He says, you're dead, and you're about to join him. He says, don't you guys bad guys have a union or something to keep this from happening? Trademark infringement, a copycat clause. And then he is continuing to get his ass whipped.
Like, he is just... God, just the name Blackie Drago, just good Lord Almighty, what a name for anybody.
And Flash is laughing at Peter. He says, "Ha! Midnight. How do you spell? How do you spell loser? Parker." And Peter lays there blacking out. And he says, he's like laying there in the snow, ass thoroughly kicked. He says,
"Yep."
And as stupid as it may sound, Gwen, lying there, the cold, my head blacking out, I suppose I didn't know if I was going to live, but all I could think about is how I let the gang down. What you all would say because I hadn't shown up. What you, Gwen, would think of me. Just gets the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah. Side note: the cover of book 5 is just Pete swinging with like just very large, very greatly drawn pictures of like Gwen and MJ behind him. If that one shot just sums up Peter Parker's entire life.
Yep.
Like I can't think of a better image that just distills what the things that like two of the biggest things that made him who he is today is just this image of him swinging, have Gwen on the left, MJ on the right, and just even like in the way like their faces look, like their personalities are just locked in stone here. It's
right.
Really fucking great. Like I've said it a lot, Tim Sale was in his bag drawing in this book. It's incredible.
Oh yeah. So book 5 opens with Harry looking through the door at Peter. He says, "Damn, you look like shit, man." Just thanks, Harry. Love you too. He's like, "Where you been?" Everybody waited as long as they could, but he says, "Everybody? Sure. MJ, Gwen, Flash. You missed a swing in time. This was our housewarming party." He's like, "Hey, are you okay? You really look like shit." He's like, "Yeah, it's fine. I got a cold, I guess." He's like, I was lying to Harry. Of course, I got my ass whooped. Laying out on the rooftop of some building in New York City during a snowstorm wasn't exactly the best way to stay warm or healthy. Did I mention there's not a lot of long underwear that fits under my Spider-Man costume?
This apartment looks a lot like I don't know. Did you ever watch Marvel's Spider-Man?
Is it the MTV cartoon with Neil Patrick Harris?
No, it was one of the more recent Spider-Man cartoons that aired. It was because there've been so fucking many. Like after Spectacular ended, they did Ultimate Spider-Man.
So it's the one that's after Ultimate.
Yeah, and that's the one where like there's kind of like because Miles is there, Gwen is there as Spider-Man 2, like Flash becomes Agent Venom, shit like that. But like there's a Venom is introduced at a party at Harry Osborn's place, and I shit you not, Harry's apartment in that cartoon looks a lot like this.
Huh.
Even down to like the windows and shit.
This it looks like an apartment from a Quantic Dream game.
Oh yeah.
This was like Madison Page's apartment from Heavy Rain.
God.
Remember how Heavy Rain was really good until it wasn't?
Yeah, that's a tangent. Like, if we ever do a non-comic book podcast episode, it's gonna be just me just throwing Heavy Rain in the goddamn trash. Good Lord Almighty!
People tried to convince me the game was really good. It's not.
No,
it has the stupidest twist I've ever seen.
Anyone who tells you that a Quantic Dream game is fully good, call the police.
Because the only one that I would say is decent is Detroit, and it's not good.
Yeah, it's only decent for 25% of it, and that's Connor.
Yep. Anyway.
Everything else, throw it away.
Yep, throw it in the trash. So Gwen, we find out that Gwen made Peter's bed just in case he got in late. He's like, wow, that was really sweet of her, actually. Harry is pushing real hard to try and get, like, hey, don't look at MJ. Look at Gwen. Look at Gwen, because I really at MJ.
Yeah. She is kind of, like, on one hand, as he's just trying to keep Mary Jane for himself. On the other hand, there are worse people you can get pushed towards than Gwen Stacy.
Yeah. So. Also, Harry's pants here are so high.
God. Just Tim Sale had it out with his pants.
He's a fuck Harry Osborn.
Like, I refuse to make Osborn like. All right, flashing back to like the very first shot, he looks like a creep staring at Peter through the door.
Yeah, he looks like a fucking murderer.
Like he looks like you're gonna like if you kick down that man's door and looked on his computer, you would arrest him.
There's some devious shit in Harry Osborn's hard drive.
Yeah, just Chris Hansen would have a heart attack. Anyway,
you want to take a seat over there, Mr. Osborn?
Then we cut back to the spot where Peter was staying in the snow for who knows how long after he got his ass mollywopped by Blackie Draco.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, that mystery figure standing there in like a fucking boxer's robe. He looks.
Yeah, it went on Rick.
It's a Ric Flair robe. It looks like the robe specifically, the one Ric Flair gave to AJ Styles in TNA.
That for Spidey, good for Blackie.
Yeah, he says. Blackie had set out to make a name for himself as the new Vulture, and it's as simple as it sounds. Knocking off your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is as good a way to leave an impression on the supervillain community as any. Vulture is laying in a hospital bed, and the figure talks to him again and says, "Look at you. A creature such as yourself should be free to fly, not pinned to some bed, Vulture. Blackie Drago has not fulfilled his promise. Spider-Man lives, although Drago boasts otherwise." And Toombs goes, "Who are you? My doc says I'm going to die." He says, "And what if I tell you that you were to live? Would you succeed where Drago failed? Would you kill Spider-Man? You were poisoned by Drago to obtain your wings. When there is a poison, there is an antidote, and I will be your savior. Remember that always." And then he shoots a dart at him.
Yeah, like no one's in there. Like no one's gonna see you.
You could
just walk up. Like you could just do it like a normal human being.
He does this at close range too.
Yeah, like he's like 3 feet from him, and he uses a blow dart because, all right, commit to the bit, I guess.
Thank you, sir. Peter says, "I think I slept for 2 days. The fever was still raging, and maybe all of what happened next didn't. But it's how I choose to remember it." Peter smells chicken soup, and he's like, "Aunt May, is that you?" "Aunt May, looks like I got here just in time. The fever's gone to your brain if you don't recognize your very own Mary Jane Watson. Note once again,
Awooga, humana.
She looks like a fucking Vampirella here.
It's unreal. Just Tim Sale, we need to talk, brother. Cause you put everything in drawing Mary Jane in this book. It is unreal.
Mary Jane is standing here, zebra print fur coat over her arm, holding a TV tray with chicken soup and hot tea.
She's feeding him.
She feeds him soup! And she's like, "That's it. Need my guy. All big and strong." Mary Jane is a fucking force of nature.
She is a menace, and to make matters worse, like he's having this just moment with Mary Jane, and guess who shows up?
Yeah, because Peter says, she says, Anna Watson's homemade soup is killer, and hope you're not too disappointed I didn't make it myself. What I lack in the kitchen, I more than make up for in nursing skills. And he's like, MJ, can I ask you something? You don't have to answer. She's like, fire away, but I never kiss and tell. He says, I mean, you're dating Harry now, aren't you? He says, sure. Harry's a nice guy and all. He's like, I would leave him in a heartbeat if you asked me to.
Like she is saying, like, say the word. And
say the word, that shit is canceled like cable.
Exactly.
And
oh my god,
I'm not interrupting anything, am I? Wow. Gwen Stacy.
He's just like, wow. Yeah.
And MJ says, now, Pedo, remember you're sick. The fever makes you say things you probably don't mean. He says, no, I meant that. I 100% fucking meant that.
I said Emma.
Emma Watson.
Yeah, but no, Emma
Stone.
Yeah, Emma Stone, Mary Jane Watson, blah. But because all I have to say, Gwen looks fucking fabulous here.
Yes. And she says, if you're not doing anything,
unreal.
She is wearing. I need to detail what both of them are wearing here, because Mary Jane is wearing this black and red dress with. For some reason, she's really into wearing a crucifix at this time. This is the third different crucifix she's wearing. Is Mary Jane Catholic?
I don't know if I don't know if religion has ever been explicitly brought up with her. I would believe it if she was, though.
Yeah, because Peter, a lot of people headcanon him as Jewish, which I'll take that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that makes sense to me too.
Catholic Mary Jane.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah, as the resident Catholic here at MCMF.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Stamp.
As the only one of us who has ever been to mass.
Yeah, that tracks, because I've known many of a Catholic Mary Jane, so yeah, this works. She goes to church every Sunday for a reason.
Yes. They can't wait to see her step into confession.
Exactly. Flash forward to Gwen Stacy,
Gwen, who was wearing she's wearing a turtleneck, a green skirt, a trench coat.
Something about the baby blue turtleneck. I don't know what it is.
She's wearing pearls, these big gold diamond-shaped earrings.
The green skirt, like the just shy of thigh-high boots. And at some point, they're both just leaning over him.
Which they did. Okay, so I was just thinking about this, actually. It was funny timing that we started doing this, because in that recent story where Peter's in the hospital and MJ and Black Cat go to see him, and he wakes up in the hospital to them in the Black Cat costume just leaning over him. And he's like, oh, this dream again.
Be gentle, girls.
Be gentle, girls. What?
In that same issue, Black Cat just straight up said Mary Jane has a dump truck
ass. She says the phrase, I didn't think your dump truck ass would fit into that costume.
I love that it's just canonical that MJ has a fatty.
MJ has the dumpy.
Yeah, MJ, just preposterous shitter on Mary Jane Watson.
Oh, the MJ keeps that fucking thang on her.
Exactly. It's just the thunder and the lightning is back there. As that very old man on TikTok said, whole lot of clapping.
Gwen is like, hey, Pete, if you're not doing anything, I thought I'd read to you. How's little Huck Finn sound? He's like, my Uncle Ben used to read Huck Finn to me when I was sick. She's like, what a coincidence.
You fucking dweeb.
That's such an Uncle Ben thing to do, though.
Yeah.
He says, what a coincidence. You have an Aunt May who told me that your Uncle Ben used to read Huck Finn to you whenever you were sick. And MJ says, oh, just happened to be in the neighborhood. And so actually, Harry has two tickets to that, two theater tickets to the new Broadway show. I hear it's awful. Well, you'd know. How is your acting career going, MJ?
Just,
Ooh, they're being so mean to each other. In this moment, I said the phrase to myself, man, polyamory would have just saved Gwen Stacy's life, huh?
Honestly,
like, girls, you could just share him.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd have a problem with that.
no,
I certainly wouldn't.
Also, just the shot of just Vulture in the window.
Yeah. Gwen also.
The purse.
Yes. Yeah, he snatched a purse and flew away with it. Fucking asshole. Also, MJ looks like Lita on this page.
Oh, she really does. She really does.
Shout out one time to Edge.
Hall of Fame Dirty Mac, Adam Copeland.
Woo. He said...
If you think about it, looking at this picture of Mary Jane on the left and Gwen Stacy on the right, this is just Adam's love life.
Yes.
He went from a redhead to a blonde.
Shout out to Hall of Famer Edge.
Mr. Bitches himself.
He was married to Val Venus' sister.
Yep. Shit, he was.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Jesus Christ, that was like a real thing that happened.
Peter goes, girls, I should be getting some some rest. He says, maybe it was the fever and I was hallucinating, but I think the two of you were, well, let's just say this never happened when I was Peter Parker Bookworm. What happened after that happened all the time. It still does. My entire life can be summed up in 3 little words: bad before good. And they just look at him. Gwen looks so annoyed. Gwen looks fucking furious. And they're like, all right, Pete, see ya. And Peter folds his hands, just squints. He's like, "That's a vulture."
Oh. It's just in hell.
Yeah, and Flash and Harry are playing pool, and then Flash's like, "Let me get this straight. He's got both of them up there at the same damn time, at the same damn time, at the same damn time."
Shout out to Flash Thompson, looking like Lyndon Ashby in Mortal Kombat 1999.
Oh, that's Johnny Cage! That's Johnny Cage!
That is full on Johnny Cage. Another thing, like just as much as Sale loves making sure that Mary Jane looks as good as possible, same for Flash. Like, Flash has been getting off like low-key fits.
Yeah. Flash looks like Errol Flynn.
Yeah, he's like, he has like fucking cowboy jawbone. Just what a stud. he deserved to be Agent Venom. He deserved it.
Especially after the shit they put him through in the 2000s. Poor guy.
Oh God, yeah, he's been through it. Literally.
Yeah. Gwen comes down and says, "Harry, let's go. We don't want to miss the curtain going up." And he's like, "Gwen, the show doesn't start for 2 hours. Now, Harry." Flash looks at Mary Jane and goes, "Hey, Dollface, if you're all through playing Florence Nightingale, how's about you and me? Earth to Flash, drop dead."
The panel is so Flash with a Metagross solid exclamation point above his head.
Fuck. What's the guy's name? We were just talking about him earlier today. The guy who plays Hawk in Titans.
Alan Richardson.
He should have played fucking Flash Thompson.
He would have been a great Flash. Did he not play him in Amazing Spider-Man 2? Or that guy just looked like him?
Let's see. Please hold.
He probably just looked like him, but I could have sworn that was him.
Probably we are checking. It is Chris Zilka, who just looks like Alan Richardson.
Yeah, because that dude looks like a thinner Alan Richmond. But yes, Alan Richmond would be an amazing Flash Thompson. It's 100%.
Yeah, he would have been fucking perfect. Because if you don't know who Alan Richard is, just look up Thad Castle. Because that's him.
Look up. Yep.
So Peter looks out the window, looking disheveled, and both vultures are outside of his window.
Yep, just fighting.
And Peter's like, I stood there, Gwen, watching them like it was TV. Just like every other New Yorker looking up at the sky. Seriously, what did I care if those two wanted to kill each other? It'd probably do the world a lot of good if one or both of them went down. I mean, I was sick. I should have been in bed with a pretty girl reading me Huck Finn. This is the most relatable thing about Peter Parker. He just wanted to lay back in bed and let one girl feed him soup while another read to him.
And like any other character, that would be like metaphor. No, he legit just wanted Gwen to read to him.
Yes.
Like, but yeah, it talks about how and this is in the like, because there are these I don't know if we've mentioned it, but in this book there are these text bubbles that are in blue.
All the narration
Peter.
Is Peter in the present day talking to Gwen.
Yeah, he talks about how Huck Finn reminded him of Uncle Ben, which is what spurred him to actually go out and fight the vultures because, great power, responsibility, all that jazz.
Right. And he says, there are some days I hate the great power. With great power comes great responsibility. And he jumps out and he is webbing Toombs' foot while webbing Blackie's face. Also, it's not a purse, it's a bag from the bank. And he says, let me guess. You were both over at the pet store and they only had one bag of birdseed left and one thing led to another. Now Spidey ends up with a cleanup on aisle 4.
Ours.
I love the background that they drew here. The billboard here, you get a really good sense of like how high up they are.
So like I love that like the billboard looks like she's watching the fight.
Yes.
Yeah, like I thought that was really cute.
And so they argue and they fight and a fucking gargoyle gets busted and falls and like Flash is like, what happened? In high school I had it all. The chicks, everything. Now Parker's scoring and old Flash is sitting on the bench. Doesn't make any sense. And as he says that, the bag falls, the bag with all the money falls in front of him. He's like, must be my lucky day after all. And he looks up and sees the gargoyle about to fucking take him out.
Then he gets the fucking Amazing Fantasy save.
Yes, the Amazing Fantasy number 15 cover save here. It's like sometimes I do realize that God has a sense of humor and I actually get the joke. Gwen, after all those years, I sort of wish I had told Flash that I was Peter Parker back then. He's probably Spidey's biggest fan, and I never acknowledged it anyway. Maybe it was payback for all the years he paid the bully to my hapless victim. It's so funny that Flash bullied him in high school, and then they became best friends as adults.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite friendships that Peter has because of that. Because like they acknowledge it pretty often.
Yeah.
But like, like, if you take anything from listening to this podcast, is that Flash Thompson rules.
Yes. Like, especially when we read these old ones where it's like Flash is like a dork and a loser. Like, and we bust on him a lot, but I really like Flash Thompson. I really think he's a great character.
Yeah, Flash is fucking great. Like, I love him. Read Agent Venom. It's tight.
Yes. He's like, hey, Flash is like, you saved my life. He's like, yeah, it's what I do for a living, despite what the Daily Bugle says. So I wouldn't wipe myself with that rag. All they print are lies about you. Everybody knows that. You're a hero. Look at what you've done with your life. He says, listen, son, would you do me a favor? You need to return that money to the bank. All of it. And this makes Flash go, what have I done with my life? Peter fights off the vultures pretty handily. Like by running, he realizes how to rewire Toombs' wings and just rides his back into Blackie, into a wall and knocks him out. And when he gets home, he comes down the steps in this fucking robe, and Flash is telling everybody about how Spider-Man saved his life, and he's like. He's like, Pete, maybe Harry's been right about you all along, but I doubt it. Anyway, I was a Spider-Man. but he's not much older than anybody in this room, and he's out there every day putting his life on the line, helping people just like me. And I looked at my own life and realized I had to put down my football and do my part. I joined the army. Peter looks horrified. He's like, oh shit,
like,
what did I do? What did I convince Flash to do? Because it's like, well, shit. He's inspired by Spider-Man, which makes this my fault.
God damn it. Which, yeah, that does, that comes up.
Yeah.
In Flash's future, for sure.
And that's kind of the thing that, like, draws them together to be friends, is that Flash gets his fucking legs blown off.
Yep.
And Peter feels super shitty about it, because he's like, in a way, that's my fault.
It's just one more guilt tally on Peter Parker's conscience.
Yeah, and Peter says, I had to make a decision, Gwen. One that would eventually answer if I spent the rest of my life with you or with MJ. What I didn't know then was the decision was never mine to make. And as we see this, our shadowy figure, we see a closer look at his face as he takes a piece of Spider-Man's costume that was left behind in the fight. Takes a big old sniff of it. And we, as the viewer, can kind of realize who this person is. But we'll get to it when we see them in earnest. As we get into book 6, the final book in this story, we've really breezed through this. We're coming up on 2 hours here.
I feel like if we hadn't like gone on tangents like we did, this episode would have been maybe an hour and a half. Maybe.
We got to talk about Timlin pieces.
Of course, yeah. But yeah, because this is a very breezy book. Like it's
6 issues, but it's really easy to just bang, bang, bang through.
Because this 22 pages per book, and you just fly. You could read all of this in maybe an hour if you're diligent.
Oh, you can read this. Yeah, I read this in an afternoon. It's
it's so good.
And so Peter opens book 6. Says, "Oh God, Gwen, I'm sorry, I fell asleep with the tape recorder on, and I had a dream about you. We were riding in a car. I don't know whose car I was driving. It was a convertible. Maybe like the one Harry used to own? I don't know. The wind was in your hair, and you were alive, Gwen. It just seemed so real, I could touch you, hear your laughter. And the strangest part, the hardest part, was that it was today. Not in the past. You were still alive today." And while this is going on, our shadowy friend is watching different people fight Spider-Man. Scorpion, Doc Ock, Rhino, Lizard, Vulture. He says, "I have studied all the beasts in the concrete jungle as they stalk my prey. Learn from their mistakes. Now, the hunt begins." And
I wonder who this could be.
Wonder who that could possibly be. He says, "Life can be so unfair, Gwen. I should keep going. It was Valentine's Day. I remembered because I got a Valentine that was unsigned, except for one of those smiley faces." And Harry goes, "Any idea who sent it, Pete?" It's probably from my Aunt May, Harry. Could be worse. It could be from Flash. "Hey, Ruby, toss me some of your aftershave." He says, "What? You all out of Osborn's Lady Killer number 5? He looks like a scumbag." Harry looks
just... Tim, we gotta talk, Tim. Because this man has not looked good in 6 issues.
He looks like shit.
He looks like he's gonna sell me something with fentanyl in it. Just
Harry Osborn is gonna sell you a charger that takes battery from your phone. He says, "Besides, with the way you've got both MJ and Gwen eating out of your hand, I figure us mere mortals ought to have a level playing field." He's like, "What?" Because Peter apparently has been paying fucking attention and hasn't realized that these girls want to jump his bones.
Yeah. And speaking of one of the girls, Gwen shows up looking fantastic.
I turned to this page and it was like, you know how in sitcoms in the 90s a woman would walk in and be like, "Woo!"
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
Because she like got the fur coat, that the trademark Gwen Stacy bandana. Just
White fur coat, white gloves, pearl bracelet, big
white
pearl
necklace.
earrings, with a big necklace that is an arrow pointing at her chest.
Yeah, like just unsubtle. Just like, I'm here. My titties is fat. Where's Peter Parker? Just,
Bring me Peter Parker.
yeah, bring me the boy.
Peter takes her coat, and then MJ walks in. Ms. Watson, please DM me, ma'am. May I, ma'am, ma'am? May I please DM you, ma'am?
Mary Jane Watson, if you're reading this, I'm free on Thursday. Please respond to hang out with me on Thursday night when I am free. I'm begging. I would do anything. I'll fight the vulture right now. I'll fight the vulture with my bare hands. Please, God. Just call me back. Baby, please, God. She looks so fucking good.
I'll do whatever needs to be done.
Oh my God.
And then everybody proceeds to throw their coats at Peter when they come in. Some pretty good gag.
Big dog Robbie just coming in, not saying a word.
Not saying shit. The story's not about me, and I recognize that.
Yeah.
And Harry's on the phone. Peter comes in to drop off the coats, and Harry's on the phone with Norman. He's like, he's feeling better. I thought he'd drop by. You seem particularly pleased that you were here. Which is, we get the jealousy that Harry, or that Norman always liked Harry, or Peter more than Harry.
Yeah.
Harry looks like the fucking Joker here.
Yep. It's just another instance of like him looking like a total creep.
Yep, and he's like, I didn't realize you and my dad knew each other well enough that he'd ask about you. And Peter just looks uncomfortable.
Said, hey man, look, that's your daddy. Like, I don't got nothing to do with this. All right.
Yeah. He says, so we get to Flash. He was like, I'm really gonna miss you guys and gals. I guess sometimes you have to lose something to really appreciate you ever had it in the first place. And this is one of my favorite pages in this whole thing. Is just these two panels of Peter is looking at Gwen, and Mary Jane in the next panel is looking back at Peter.
Yeah.
Also, it's just dawning in my head that they're drinking the champagne here. They're definitely like in their early 20s here. I thought they were like freshmen in college, which would make sense, but
maybe sophomores.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh no, juniors.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Peter's birthday is canonically in the summer, so
yeah. So they're at least 21. So yeah, I would probably say that they're either like sophomores going into junior year or just like straight up juniors.
Yeah. But this is just great usage of the visual medium here. You can tell so much of what's happening by these two panels. Because Peter actually isn't even looking at Gwen. Peter is looking at Flash, who is talking. Gwen is looking at Peter out of like the corner of her eye, and Mary Jane is behind them, looking over her glass, over her shoulder at Peter.
Yeah, like we've kind of focused a lot on just like the narrative part, but all of the art in Spider-Man Blue is fantastic. Like not just Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy's bazungas and Flash Thompson's fits, but like the way, especially when it comes to those three, when it comes to Peter, Gwen, and Mary Jane, like the way Sale draws them, like just being in the same room together and looking at each other is some of like the best art in any Spider-Man book.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's just a more low-key story about
Peter and Gwen. This is a love story at its core.
Like,
this is fundamentally a romance comic with Spider-Man shit sprinkled into it.
And like Tim really just puts everything into like selling all of these relationships, but most importantly, Peter and Gwen's.
Yeah. This moment is interrupted by the arrival of Kraven the Hunter.
Austin Aries. Oh,
This motherfucker's wearing the hoop earrings.
just nasty outfit. Just
disgusting.
This is a dirty man. Just geez Louise.
That's Paul Ellering. That's fucking Mr.com. That's
Jeez Louise. But yeah, Kraven shows up.
And Flash immediately tries to fucking grab a headlock.
Yep. Flash is bought it. Especially joining the army, willing to square up with Kraven the Hunter. Gets punched in the solar plexus.
Socked fully in the chest. Gets the shit knocked out of him. Peter manages to catch him, though, and Kraven turns, grabs Harry, and dives out of the window. And Peter's like, that doesn't make any sense. And he's like, go ahead and call 911. They're like, where are you going? Camera, bugle, photos, Spider-Man. And Gwen and Mary Jane look so fucking suspicious. They know he's full of shit.
Like, you could read it as Gwen is like genuinely perplexed.
Like, really?
Mary
He's
Jane,
your best friend and you just ran out to go get pictures, to go get your camera, you fucking asshole. Mary Jane, look at her eyes!
She knows he's Spider-Man.
Yes,
she knows.
She definitely knows he's Spider-Man.
100% no, because, like, she was like, wait a minute, I went with this motherfucker to where the Rhino was. He just, like, went in there? He just says he met Spider-Man? I didn't see Spider-Man leave. Right,
I didn't see Spider-Man go in or leave, and you have a bruise on your face.
And, like, that's the face of someone who knows that this motherfucker is Spider-Man. Like, I don't know if... I don't remember if Mary Jane, like, ever implied that she knew before, like, she found out. Mm-hmm. But this one shot, like, I fully believe that she always knew. And was just like waiting for him to tell her.
Yes. Well, I think in the clone conspiracy, Gwen is like the clone of Gwen who has all of Gwen's memories. Is like, yeah, I always knew.
Yeah, love that.
And so Kraven thinks that Harry is Spider-Man because Kraven the Hunter is an idiot.
Yeah, he is. Just. What a dumbass! Like a cool villain conceptually, but
as soon as you read any Kraven story, it's like, oh, this dude's a moron.
Yeah, he is a gigantic idiot.
So Peter swings in, kicks Kraven in his face, and it says, "By this time, I figured out this all had something to do with me lending Harry my aftershave." So he was just going off the smell and was like, you smell like Spider-Man.
Yep, you must be him.
Yeah. And then Kraven punches Peter in the back of the neck.
Just like a full shot, like knuckles to the spine. Just, who punches someone in like the back of the neck like this? Kraven Hunter does. And then he elbows him in the face. He's barring him up. Like, he is putting the boots to Pete here.
And then Harry, with the save, hits Kraven on the head with something that does not faze him.
Yeah, he just takes it.
And then Norman shows up with the distraction, gives Peter the assist, and he says, "Okay, maybe hitting him with everything I had wasn't the most romantic thing I could think of for Valentine's Day, but damn it, Gwen, I didn't want to be there slugging him out with some Tarzan wannabe. I should have been with you. How many dates, how many kisses did I miss because I was doing this instead of being by your side?" And oof, that's
yeah.
How much of my life, how much of our collective lives that's really the question. How much of our lives did I miss because I was stuck with this power, this responsibility? If I wasn't Spider-Man, like, this is the unsaid thing, is if I wasn't Spider-Man, you would still be here. and there was
Yep,
so
it's
much
just like,
that we never got to do. It's just wow.
that shit hurts. That shit hurts.
Yeah.
Ah!
He says, it was a contract. Green Goblin paid me to kill you. He says, the Goblin, Kraven the Green Goblin is dead. He says, honor the contract, and passes out. And Norman, sweating buckets, is like, Spider-Man, I just wanted to thank you. You saved my son, and if you ever need anything, you saved my son. And then Peter leaves while they're not looking, and heads back. And he says, so that was it. I found out that everything I'd been through, the rhino, the lizard, the vultures, and all those animals were part of some test Kraven had arranged. I look back on my life as Spider-Man, and God help me, there are days when all I can think of is how much time is taken away from my family and everyone I've loved. It's like I've been riding an elevator that stops on all the wrong floors. Then somehow, that night, the doors opened, and Gwen he comes up the stairs. It's like, Peter, everyone's gone home. I thought I heard. He says, yeah, it's me. Just give me a second. And she comes in. Peter is standing there, no shirt, looking real jacked, baby.
Just built from marble, and Gwen is like, "Oh damn!"
She said, "Damn, brother, what's your cycle looking like?"
Yeah, what hashtag? What's the regimen? Like,
this is 2 chicken breasts, 1 asparagus.
Yeah, every day for 6 straight months. But Peter's looking just unreasonably cut.
He's in shape for Mania.
Yeah, he's ready to headline Dynamite.
She's like, oh, I didn't know that you were getting dressed. Like, undressed, actually. Sorry, I thought everyone left. I was just getting ready for bed. Now, note, he was getting out of his costume. He's tucking you see him tucking the mask away in his drawer when she comes in. And Gwen's like, I was just thinking about that. How everybody ran, except you. You went for your camera and jumped at the chance, like a fireman rushing into a burning building when everyone else is running out. And I got to wondering, maybe that's somebody I should get to know better. And she says, what's that? He says, what's what? And she picks up the Valentine. She says, bet you get a lot of these. He says, you don't want to take that bet. He said, don't take me over.
Trust me, like
She says, did you read it? And he says, yes. She says, and? She says, Peter, will you be my Valentine? And she is holding the fur coat in her hand. They kiss, and she's like, that's when you had me, Gwen Stacy. All of me. And then we cut back to the present. Huh?
I was like, and like, I feel like that's Peter for like, oh yeah, we smashed.
No, yes, yeah.
There's no way to put it down.
He put it down.
He put her to sleep, big time. Yeah, we cut back to the present.
Peter sitting this whole time has been sitting in the attic of the Parker family home, and says, Gwen, for years I've tried to make some sense of your death. Something, anything that I could call good that came after all that bad. And all the time I've been sitting up here talking to you, I remembered something I don't think I've told anyone. The night of your funeral, MJ came to see me at the apartment. I was, putting it mildly, rude to her. I just wasn't up for that life is a party and MJ is the cake thing, but something happened that night. I think now your death is MJ's wake-up call that we weren't going to live forever and the party was going to end. And Peter's crying at this point.
Yeah, he is just weeping. And like we said earlier, he's been doing this for like days.
Yeah.
Multiple days of just recording their story in this tape recorder.
And I remember the thing he's talking about. That is in Amazing Spider-Man 122. It's not even the night of her funeral. It is like the day after she dies. MJ comes up to his apartment and he's just like, what do you care about stiffs like me and Gwen? And he's he's trying to push her away, and she's like, no, you're going to stay right here with me. and that's one of my favorite Mary Jane moments.
Yeah, that's like big turnaround for her, like Peter said, because she starts to become the Mary Jane that we know her as now in comic books.
Yeah.
Yeah, so which is I think it's very fair to cut to that funny Black Cat Mary Jane moment that we talked about earlier. In that same issue, they talk to each other. Like Mary Jane openly talks to Felicia about how she knows that she's still living in the shadow
Of
of
Gwen.
Gwen Stacy.
Yes,
And
that issue's
Felicia,
really good.
yeah, and like Felicia is like, well, I'm living in the shadow of you because I'm the bad one. Like because yeah, Felicia opens up to Mary Jane about how she's the bad girlfriend that Peter's life.
Yeah.
And then Mary Jane talks about how like she used to be the bad one, like she was the bad one for a long time, compared to Gwen. How like even though like her and Pete have been together for a long time, she's still like she knows that deep down
He still
she is
loves Gwen.
still shadow boxing Gwen Stacy's memory. So yeah, really good conversation between two of Peter's love interests that I don't think has ever happened before. I don't think
No.
those two have ever just like talked to each other before ever.
Before now, no.
Yeah. So that was on top of Felicia saying that Jane has a fat ass. Like they have a really great conversation about um their relationships to Peter and how they both feel about it and compare themselves to one another, and like ultimately it still all comes back to Gwen Stacy.
Yeah. So Peter is talking. He says, Gwen, I don't think Mary Jane Watson could have had a serious relationship with me until she realized how much we all lost with you gone. She would later become my wife. I had to learn to love again, and she taught me how. And then he's interrupted. Peter, hi. And it's MJ coming up the stairs, and he's like, he looks up, and he looks so so broken, and he's like,
he looks guilty because
yes,
he's like,
fuck, my wife just caught me talking to my dead girlfriend, who was her friend. He's like, how long have you been listening? And she's like, long enough. He's like, I'm sorry, MJ, I didn't mean for you to hear all that. And she's like, it's okay, I just came up to make sure you were okay. He says, yeah, I'm okay. She's like, will you do me a favor, Peter? Say hello for me and tell Gwen I miss her too. I have lived with this panel in my head for the last 9 months. This is...
it's so good.
It's so good.
It hurts. It hurts, but it's so good. Like...
Because MJ and Gwen don't become close until right before MJ and Gwen don't become close until right before Gwen dies. Right. By then, MJ is dating Harry. Or I think by that point, MJ and Harry have broken up. But, like, she's kind of accepted, like, yeah, Pete's with her, and this will be that.
We get a really good little closing monologue from Pete.
Yeah, he says, that was MJ, Gwen. She says hi, and I should get going. I guess when I try and sum up how I feel sometimes around this time of year, I feel blue. Not like I've been dipped in with the Tidy Bowl man, but like in jazz, in feeling blue. And I long for a time when a girl I knew with an incredible smile and so much good in her heart made me think, life can be great. And it ends on just these... He pushes stop on the tape recorder, and there's just this little, like, photo reel, 4 pictures of him and Gwen. From like a photo booth. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And... God.
Yeah, like, and like, yeah, like, and you see that like each comic, it's like it's like this recording is like 6 different days, like Peter's been doing, because you see he presses stop on the last tape, and there's like tapes 1 through 5 next to it, and then the photo reel of him and Gwen from when they were dating in college. And that's the end of the book, and it's a heartbreaker. Like, we've been laughing a lot in this issue,
because we're us and
in
we
episode.
have fun.
Yeah, but trust me, if you love Spider-Man even a little bit,
Right.
like, and even after us talking through this comic, if you have not read Spider-Man Blue in full,
You
if
owe
you
it to
love
yourself.
Spider-Man, you need to, because even after hearing us, like, just seeing these panels, like reading Peter's words, like reading how he talks to Gwen for yourself, just without us just being schmucks, it's probably one of the most important Spider-Man books you could read. I would say this is a more important read than Back in Black.
Yes, this, like, if I had to make a list of defining Peter Parker stories, it's The Death of the Stacys, which I have that in a hardcover. That is one of my most prized fucking possessions, is the hardcover of Death of the Stacys, which is the death of Captain George Stacy and then Amazing Spider-Man 121 and 122. Those stories, I would say Back in Black is one that you should look at. There's a few that were collected in a trade as a day in the life. Those are the ones I would say are kind of like your fundamental Peter Parker stories. Because this drives home, this is about one of the most important things in his life. And the tricky thing talking about Gwen Stacy is that you are always going to talk about her in the context of her death. Even if you're talking about, like with this, a story that she is present in. Gwen Stacy's been dead 10 times longer than she was alive at this point.
Yeah, and it really makes, it's always interesting whenever like new Spider-Man like media does anything with Gwen, because it's really hard to see Gwen in things, because in the back, like, you can't, with the exception of Spider-Man 3, because that's just a weird version of her. But even then, it's just like any instance of like Gwen being alive with Peter is,
they're both
kind of sad. Yeah, it's just kind of sad to see, because, like, maybe Spider-Man 3, like, she's this thriving model type who's clearly enamored with Peter, and she's kind of like the love interest in Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spectacular Spider-Man. God, Spectacular Spider-Man is built around Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy, childhood best friends, who realize at different moments that they are in love with the other, and how they are both dating other people and for one reason or another can't be together. So Peter, they realize it, and at the time she's dating Harry Osborn and Peter is dating Liz Allen. Peter breaks up with Liz, and before Gwen can break up with Harry, Norman reveals that he's the Green Goblin, and all this shit happens, and Norman is presumed dead. Harry knows that Gwen is going to leave him, so he plays he tries to guilt her, basically, and is like, with my dad gone, I don't know what I'd do without you, Gwen.
It's some top shelf nuclear bullshit.
And Gwen just kind of looks at Peter, and she's like, I can't do it. And so that show ends. And that show ends on such a downer note, because that happens. Then it's revealed that Norman is alive, and Peter is just left out with nothing. His relationship with Gwen and Harry is different now. They're both his best friend, and now he's in this terrible spot with them because he thinks he killed Harry's dad, Harry is and he's in love with Harry's girlfriend, and Harry knows. He doesn't know that Peter's Spider-Man, but he knows about Peter and Gwen, and so Peter's in this terrible position because he can't talk to his best friend the way he used to. He can't be with the person he loves, and he feels like he failed as Spider-Man. It's this really downer ending that wasn't supposed to be the ending, but because Disney bought the rights to Marvel while the show was airing, and Sony retained the art rights for Spectacular, they just couldn't continue that story.
And I think one of the most interesting portrayals of Peter and Gwen's relationship is in Ultimate, because the reverse kind of, because Mary Jane's the one who's always been there. Like they childhood best friends, all that stuff, and Gwen shows up later.
Yeah, Gwen shows up in like issue 10 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And she
but even
immediately threatens Flash Thompson with a knife.
She is a Spitfire in that show, in that comic. But even in Ultimate, in a version where Peter and Gwen are not even close to being a couple, they're more like brother and sister, Gwen still dies, and it affects Peter a big way. Also, Carnage kills her, which wowed.
Yeah, Carnage kills her, and then Gwen becomes Carnage.
Read Ultimate Spider-Man. Read Ultimate Spider-Man.
I'm gonna pick an Ultimate Spider-Man, so we'll do that. They do briefly date in Ultimate. I don't know if you remember that.
When?
Yes. Yeah. So coming out of Ultimatum, they do a time skip, and that's when they renumbered everything. So it's in the second volume, Ultimate Comics and Spider-Man #1. Peter and Gwen are dating, and Peter and Mary Jane broke up off page because Peter has 3 primary love interests in Ultimate, and it's Gwen, Kitty, and MJ. Kitty being Kitty Pryde, aka Captain Kate Pryde of the Marauders. Send Pete to Krakoa, thank you.
Hashtag make Pete a mutant.
So Peter and MJ are dating at the start of Ultimatum, and then at some time in the time gap after Ultimatum, they've broken up for the second time. Because the first time Peter breaks up with MJ because she keeps running into danger to try and help him, and he's like, I can't protect you, and you're gonna get hurt, and I'm never gonna be able to like live with myself if something happens to you because of me. So to keep you safe, we can't be together. And then he starts dating Kitty, and then gets back with MJ. So he's dating MJ going into the line-wide event Ultimatum, and so they break up sometime off page in the time skip. Peter is dating Gwen at the beginning of the new run, and then they break up because Gwen's like, I feel like I rushed you into this. I feel like I forced you to do this. I don't know if you really want to date me. And she's like, I feel like I guilted you. He's like, you didn't fucking make me do anything. I'm dating you because like I like you and you're super hot.
I mean, yeah.
And she's like, well, now I don't want to break up with you. It's a really good gag.
Yeah,
and then he does end up back with MJ at the end of that run.
Yeah, but pretty much every time in some Spider-Man type medium, if Gwen Stacy is involved, she's going to be like very important to Peter in some shape, form, or fashion.
Right. And because in Spectacular, MJ is not even like a factor. Like she's there, but she's like MJ and Peter like go to a dance together, but also she's like, I'm not really that interested in you, Pete, because Gwen is clearly in love with you, so I'm gonna stay out of the way.
Yeah, like MJ's just like kind of happy to be pals.
Yeah,
yeah, okay. Like I'm cool just being here. All good. Yeah, but it's Yeah, like I remember the first time I read this. I read this not long after I'd gotten into like reading comics seriously. Um, so this was just a kick in the teeth. I was like, oh shit, this is really
Yes.
good, but I'm in emotional turmoil reading all this. It's the good kind because it's just one of those things that like really it's hard if you aren't a fan of Spider-Man. This is the book that'll make you one because
Yeah.
this is something like if I was Peter Parker and like the love of my life got killed because I was Spider-Man, I would never put the suit on again.
And he doesn't for a while. He does not
I
want
would
to.
I would quit and I would never don it again. But Pete,
Yeah.
being Pete, like he knows that like Gwen would want him to
Right. And if
keep
I
doing
don't do it, then no one will.
other people. It like if he doesn't do it, then there are going to be other Gwens who die.
Right.
That he doesn't stop.
That he
can't
doesn't
live with
know
that.
about, that he can't help.
Yeah. So Pete just in a lot of ways, him still being Spider-Man is just
It's the best way he can
it's an
honor him.
honor. Yeah, yeah, it's an honor of Gwen, and yeah,
Man, that's the episode. That's the show.
Yeah,
Manny, thank
that
you as always for coming and hanging out and talking about this very sad story. Thank all
you
of you.
for letting let me fucking laugh through it because I was hurting in issue 3. Issue 3 had me in shambles. Yeah, it's as much as I fucking in the group chat was like, you want me to read what? Any chance to talk about Spider-Man Blue. Also, a peek behind Gorilla here, but you've had Will to talk on here to talk about Red Hood. You had Jesse on here to talk about.
Oh, we're doing the Nightwing episode. Yeah,
I gotta do Nightwing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I gotta do Nightwing. I gotta do Nightwing. Just like that was mentioned in the Red Hood episode. In our friend group, so to speak, we all have a very strong attachment to one of Batman's children. Marcus loves Tim Drake. Will loves Jason Todd. Jesse loves Stephanie Brown. I love Dick Grayson. So we gotta talk about Nightwing at some point on the
yes.
show.
Very briefly, I picked up the Young Justice relaunch, like a couple issues of that, because I was at a comic store the other day. Tim takes up. Did you hear about Tim's terrible code name that he takes up on that run?
What is it?
He just goes by Drake. Because he meets a bad future version of himself, or an alternate timeline version of himself, who's just like, yeah, I'm Drake, I am evil. And Tim's like, why would you just pick our last name? He's like, nobody would know that it's our last name, stupid. Also, a Drake is a bird. And he goes, oh yeah. And so for a few issues, he's Drake and everyone hates it. Like,
I'm looking at this costume.
it's
and I'm
terrible!
just like, what in the fresh hell? What is this? Why is it so brown?
He looks like a UPS driver.
Yes.
Oh.
Dystopian UPS driver. Like he's delivering mail in like the Mad Max universe.
He's
in this
delivering
outfit.
mail to Silent Hill.
Yeah, like God, Drake, what the fuck up? Like, what the hell?
And everyone
I'm
still
so
calls
upset.
him Robin. No, it does not stick. Everyone,
Yes, they
the
should.
whole story keeps calling him Robin.
As they should. God damn.
Like, I think Batman just pulls him aside and is like, "Fucking, put your fucking costume back on. What are you doing?"
Yeah. Like I taught you better than this. Like your name is Robin or Red Robin. Pick one of those. Not this Drake shit.
Tim should have just been Flamebird. Nobody was using the Flamebird code name when he. This is just extra sauce for the viewers, listeners. But
yeah. This is just a little extra taste. But yeah, why not?
He should have just been Flamebird. Betty wasn't using the name when he got fired. He could just be Flamebird.
And like Flamebird as a character is usually associated with Nightwing.
Yes,
So,
Nightwing's little brother, Flamebird. Yeah,
like that's how it should. God damn it! Why don't we just write comic books?
Yep. Anyway, thank y'all again for hanging out. Thank you, Manny, for hanging out. You can follow.
Always, brother.
You can follow me on Twitter at ArcherArios, ArxHerArios. The X is a C. Please do not make me explain it. You can follow the podcast on Twitter at MCMF Pod. I've got some stuff in the works, as it were. You can follow Manny on various places, various things. Is it at UmbrionGS on Twitter?
UmbrionGS on Twitter. Umbreon Greatsword on Instagram. Catch me on TikTok thirsting in women's comments, and Marcus will just pop up and shame me for it. So, yeah.
Oh, I got it worse than you did. Because I get you pretty bad sometimes. I've recently, again, this is just extra sauce for y'all. My girlfriend, she follows me on TikTok, and she looks through. I forgot you can see who people follow. And she goes, why? She's like, why do you follow all these big titted women? She was like, why do all of these women you follow on TikTok look like me?
Just said, look, baby, I got to type.
I was like, I got to type. I don't know what you want me to say to that.
I manifested this. Like,
I made this happen with my mind.
I used one of those TikTok sounds to give you good luck. Oh man. But yes, follow me, follow Marcus, follow us. Thank you for listening.
And we'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one.
Peace.